Crypto enthusiasts and the ETF industry are bracing for the start of trading of the first Bitcoin futures ETF on Tuesday, when the ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF is scheduled to begin trading at the New York Stock Exchange.
Huge news for cryptocurrencies that can give people more access to Bitcoin. A Bitcoin ETF has been approved by SEC on Friday. Yes, Friday was a huge day for crypto, as cryptocurrency investing is finally opening up to the masses with a tacit U.S. approval of a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. ProShares is set to launch trading of its Bitcoin futures ETF next week. According to Coindesk.com, the SEC approved Bitcoin futures ETFs in a first for the industry on Friday, after the regulator's 5 commissioners met on the issue. This has been shared by several publications like Coindesk.com and CNBC. As shared by Coindesk.com, the company filed a post-effective amended prospectus on the 15th of October, stating its filing is expected to launch on Monday, the 18th of October, though the fund may not begin trading immediately. The first product will track Bitcoin futures rather than the price of Bitcoin directly, however. SEC Chair Gary Gensler indicated he believes futures-based products might provide stronger investor protections due to the laws under which they operate. This truly is a big victory, as supporters and investors of cryptocurrencies have long awaited permissions from the SEC. This truly bridges cryptocurrencies with a more traditional financial sector, as it will allow more investors to jump on the cryptocurrency bandwagon and create more awareness and education on crypto for the masses. Watch this video to know more about the approval of this Bitcoin futures ETF that can truly change the game for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.
Now, this ETF is based on Bitcoin futures contracts that trade on the CME. Now, there's one catch here. The ETF will go active and start trading unless the SEC objects to it and the filing. That can happen, believe it or not, right up until the evening before it begins trading. Now, some are disappointed that the SEC is poised to approve a Bitcoin futures ETF, but not a pure play Bitcoin ETF. They're arguing that the cost of rolling over into futures contracts for that futures Bitcoin ETF every month can be very high, and it won't necessarily exactly track Bitcoin as well. That's true. However, most in the crypto and ETF community seem happy with half a loaf rather than none at all. SEC Chair Gary Gensler has indicated he is very concerned about fraud and manipulation on crypto exchanges. Approving a regulated futures Bitcoin ETF would remove some of those concerns over custody and fraud as well. And should the ProShares ETF begin trading on Tuesday, there are 4 other futures ETFs, Kelly, that will likely begin trading in the days and weeks ahead. And what's happened here, Kelly, is there's a lot of pressure on Gensler to do something. There's a confluence of 2 very big forces, that is the ETF community and the crypto community, who both want something to get going right now. And it looks like, for the moment, a futures Bitcoin ETF is in the cards.
It's important to understand that investing in a futures-based Bitcoin ETF is not a direct investment in Bitcoin. A futures-based ETF tracks futures contracts rather than the price of an asset. As a result, a futures-based Bitcoin ETF would track Bitcoin futures contracts, not the price of Bitcoin itself. Therefore, the price of the ETF will not match the price of Bitcoin. The price of a futures-based Bitcoin ETF could trade at a premium during a bull market or at a discount during a bear market. Todd Rosenbluth, Director of ETF and Mutual Fund Research at CFRA, shared that the difference in value is also why a futures-based Bitcoin ETF is likely better for short-term exposure than for buy-and-hold long-term investing. However, it is undeniable that this marks a milestone in crypto space, as this could possibly lead to more ETFs to begin trading in the days and weeks after ProShares starts trading. As shared by CNBC, with this approval of the Bitcoin futures ETF ProShares made official, there are 4 other futures ETFs that will likely begin trading in the near future. What do you think about this finally getting approved? Let us know what you think in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. That is it for our video for today. If you enjoyed watching this, do give it a like and do subscribe to the channel so we can always keep you updated on cryptocurrencies. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, this is Crypto Revolution.